So I've been listening to The Strokes a lot recently, and if you don't know who that band is, all you need to know is that they make really good music and that the guitarists that they have are very talented. So me, your fellow stroker and average civilian, I want to get to their skill level. So I thought the only logical solution would be to make an app that helps me to do that. However, I already know you're thinking, it already exists, but through innovation, technology, perseverance, and science that I learned through AP psychology in high school, I learned that reinforcement learning is the most optimal way to learn. So I added a taser. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what is the plan? How are you gonna make all of this work together? Well, to that, I have no fucking idea, but my friend ChatGPT does. So with its help, I was able to draft up a plan of 5 simple steps. Step 1, just make the front end, make the website, make it look nice and pretty, and display it on the screen for them. Step 2 is to make the backend code, because we need to actually communicate with the front end to process everything, extract everything, etc. And then step 3, we need to assemble all of the hardware to make it to where you can actually get tased. And step 4 is to train a machine learning model to detect the chords being played by the guitar. And then step 5, finally, we just need to test it on some friends. It should be easy enough, right? All right, so that was past me talking, and he didn't exactly know how complex and intensive this project was actually going to be. He just thought, haha, taser on a guitar, so funny. But it actually ended up taking a lot of time and brain power for it to actually work. So here's what I have. All right, let me just put on my glasses for this because it is some Asian shit that we're gonna talk about. So this is step 1. This is the front end I wrote for the code. It's all written in Next.js. Let me just scroll real quick so you can take a look. If you can see it, cool. If you can't, I don't really care. But so yeah, as you can see, it's gonna be over 300 lines of code. By the sheer number, you can probably tell that the website's gonna look pretty nice. And I am a bit of a web developer myself. So yeah, we'll just take a look right here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's what's the word? It's ass. So it doesn't matter because it's functional and it works, and I don't want to put any more time into this. So basically, you put the YouTube link here. So we'll just find a random song real quick. We'll just type something up. Something random, nothing particular in mind. Just a regular guitar song. Yeah, this will work. So we're gonna take this YouTube link, we're gonna copy it, and then we're gonna paste it into our user input. We're gonna click upload, and then from there, we're gonna wait for it to process and extract all the information. Yeah, it takes a minute. It takes a minute. So, the weather's been nice today. Yeah, but once it's done, as you can see, the video gets embedded onto our website, and when we press play, that's when it's gonna start. So when we press play, that's when it's gonna start monitoring and doing all the comparisons and everything like that. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. It's ugly, but it's functional. And as a programmer, that's all I care about. So yeah, that's all step 1. Let's just move over to step 2. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, steps 2, 3, and 4 all kind of work hand in hand together, so I'm just gonna speed run a little bit. So step 2, this is all the backend code. So it's basically taking this YouTube link, it's going to process it to turn it into an audio file, which would then extract the guitar audio file. This guitar audio file will get put into my machine learning model that I had trained. It was a little ambitious. It's only 72% accuracy because I wanted all 96 chord variants. There's pre-made ones like Essentia, but it only has up to 24. We don't want that, that's baby numbers. And less accuracy means more shocks, so that's perfect. Anyways, it gets fed into this ML model, and then it's going to make it into like a reference. So this is what it needs to be compared with, with the live input. This reference has chords that are predicted that should be played in specific timestamps during the video. And so this is on standby as soon as that's all done. And then finally, we open a WebSocket connection using Fast API. This is all written in Python, and we use a WebSocket connection because this connection persists. It doesn't have to reopen and close a connection every time a request and response is sent, because we will be sending a lot of requests and response because of the live input, obviously, keep up. So we open this and we take the live input, and this live input is also getting passed into my machine learning model. So that way it will detect the chord that's being played. And then it's gonna take this chord and it's gonna ask, is this chord the same as this chord in the specific timestamp? Are you playing the right chord at the right time? And if it is, you're safe. But if it isn't, then you're getting shocked. And so the shocked part is where the hardware comes into play. This is the main character. This is where I wanted to tear my hair out from my scalp. But I got everything to work, and so here's the hardware. Oh, Well, here's the hard part. So I bought an electric fly swatter. You know, it's not exactly a taser, but it was cheaper. And so I just bought it off Amazon. It was like $5, right over there. And I deconstructed it and I turned it into this. So basically, this is the part that was actually from the fly swatter. So it's not exactly as strong as a taser, but I attached a 9-volt battery to up the voltage because the current that it allows is actually pretty strong. So you can just see right here how strong it is. Yeah, so you know, it's performing just like a taser would, and this is perfect because we want to inflict as much pain as possible onto my friends. So here's everything working together. All right, so it is Arduino right here. We have code written into it and it's listening in for a byte. Whenever this byte is received, it will then send the message to the relay, which will then switch on the shock module for about 1 second. And to make everything a little better, I added a Bluetooth module to make everything wireless. And that's why we also have this power bank. But the only problem was with the Bluetooth module, I was coding everything on a MacBook, so it was a little too secure. So I had to go and make an Android application just to connect with the Bluetooth, which is also listening in on my code to receive that message, which will then send the trigger to this to switch this shock module on. Well, let's put everything in a box. Okay, so after following some safety measures, and by that I mean just shove everything into the box until it fits, we have successfully created a bomb.
SpongeBob! There's a bomb strapped to my chest!
Hey. What the? What? This isn't gonna work. Well, I got everything hooked up and set up. You know, I'm wearing the wrist strap, the guitar is hooked up, it's connected to my laptop. So let's test it. So as you saw, it was an overwhelming success. You know, everything works and I feel like I'm a bit of a better guitar player. Now the next step, finally, is just to test it on some of my friends and get their reactions. Yo, what's good? So basically, you know, finals are finally over. And so, you know what that means? All my friends are coming back from college. So I have my friend Chase here. You know, he just finished everything with his finals and he's coming all the way in from FSU. Here he is. Hi. Alright, so Chase has been telling me that, you know, he's been wanting to learn guitar for a while now. And, you know, I had this in mind when I was making it and everything, so I put a lot of love into it. And so we're gonna have him test it. Alright, so we're gonna play the video and then he's gonna start playing.
When I reach my hand,
And just keep moving it around.
Oh my fucking god!
Keep going.
Fuck, why not? That fucking hurts, that fucking hurts. Oh.
I'm gonna kiss you when you're cheeky.
Bro, I love being an engineer. This is what it's all about. So Chase, how likely are you to adopt using this when learning the? So how likely are you to adopt this while learning the guitar?
I don't think I'll learn it. I didn't learn it.
Alright, so basically all you need to know is that it did help him and he's less likely to make mistakes, and he says that he really wants to keep using this so that way he can eventually get better at the guitar. Mic test, mic test. This is Junyi speaking on Project AMP. This is test subject 1, found on the streets alone at night. Name, Tristan Grogan. This is subject Tristan Grogan. he will be partaking in Project AMP. Alright, yeah, so this is my friend Tristan. He's coming all the way from UCF, and he also wants to learn how to play the guitar. He's been trying to impress his girlfriend, so I got him here today. So, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
So we're good.
Let's get this over.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Ready?
No. Oh, whoa. We're starting?
Yeah, you ready? Okay.
Okay. If this fucking hurts, dude.
My pants. I thought that I had everybody on my side. I went and blew all sky high.
Wait.
And now she won't even spare a passing glance. All
Oh!
I ripped my pants.
Fucking broke it.
No, I didn't break it.
Yes, you
What
did.
do you mean? What are you talking about? No. Wait, pull it out. Hold on, let's take
Yeah,
a
this? Yeah, this? Yeah, take a look.
Wait. Dude, it's not doing anything.
Wait.
Dude, stay away. Dude, whoa.
You gotta keep going, right? You're getting there. You're getting better at guitar. I can feel it. You're like.
I did it.
you're
Whoa.
Alright, yeah. Are you ready?
Wait. So it's.
That's not a good look. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yep.
I thought that I had everybody.
Dude, I'm so scared. I'm getting it.
Oh!
I just got it. Dude, that hurt my heart.
So Tristan, how likely are you to?
No. No, not doing that.
So how
I'm
like?
not doing that. No.
So you would see yourself using this in the future?
No. Just say yes.
So you see yourself using this in the future?
Where's my money, man?
Yes.
Buy it.
How do you recommend? Yo, Isaac, where you at? Hey. Bro, what to say about the open door policy, bro? Man, Isaac. Oh,
What the fuck? Get out, bro.
bro, what you? Hold on. Yo, what's good? So I got my boy Isaac here. He's coming in from UF, University of Florida. He actually failed all his finals, but it's okay because he's trying to learn the guitar. So we invited him over here today, so that way we can get him on the right track. Isaac, are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Just because I ripped my pants.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Holy shit. Stop there.
Dude, I'm sweating out.
Isaac, progress track. How do you think you're doing so far?
I don't think I learned shit, bro.
Okay, so we'll only know if he's getting better after multiple iterations.
We're doing this more?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, man.
You got this.
Wow.
Hey, if not you, then who?
I don't want to be me.
Dude, you sound fantastic. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds so much better than when you first played it.
What the fuck? I need play.
I think we can call it Y Combinator.
I think your machine not working.
Alright, so that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, I guess leave a like, share it to your friends. Actually, no, you should, because this video is actually pretty expensive. I don't know if it's gonna be monetized, but all my friends ended up pressing charges, so I need some funds to, pay them off. And who knows, maybe I'll make another stupid project like this again. But until next time, see ya.